The airport can be a hub for human trafficking. So today, special training for Sacramento International employees on how to spot a problem that a victim tells us can be easy to miss.
Generally speaking, you would trust an adult to be with a child, and so even if the child looks off or like there's something wrong, you think the adult is responsible and could care for the child.
And KCRA 3's Tom Duhane is live for us at the airport right now with what employees there were taught to look for now. Tom.
And what I heard today was truly surprising, because when you think of international trafficking, sex trafficking and their victims, you tend to think of blacked out vans traveling at night to secret locations. You don't think of a major airport with the victims standing literally right next to you. Surprisingly, experts and victims say that traffickers often use airports to transport their human slaves, despite plenty of visible security cameras, and thousands of people.
Traffickers move their victims frequently, often using the speed and convenience of normal air travel. They move victims to keep them powerless.
Nancy Rivard is president of a group of ex-airline attendants now helping exploitation victims by giving seminars. She says children don't need ID to fly, and accompanied by an adult, they're never questioned. The young victims pass unnoticed. If you don't believe it, just listen to Liz Williamson, who was sold into slavery at the age of 6.
As a survivor, I can tell you that I was trafficked through airports in this country and in other countries. And the reality is, most people would not have noticed and not have seen and not known the questions to ask, and my story could have stopped a lot younger than it did.
They handcuffed her to the bed.
That was part of the training today for 120 airport personnel, from the airlines, firefighters, food service, and the TSA, learning what to look for, how to spot a victim of human slavery, usually a child or teen traveling with an adult.
If they're under the control of someone else, that's key. If they have wounds or bruises or signs of physical abuse, that could be a sign. If they eat ravenously, like they haven't eaten for a long time.
Experts say awareness leads to authorities asking the right questions at the right time and hopefully being able to intervene. And back live at Sacramento International Airport, nobody really knows how often airports are used, but the experts say there are more victims of human trafficking found in California, especially San Francisco, LA, and San Diego, than other parts of the country. But they do say that when employees like the ones here are trained, those eyes now can scan literally hundreds of thousands of passengers every year. At SAC International, Tom Duhane, KCRA 3 News.
It's just chilling to think they could be all right in front of us there, trafficked in plain sight. Tom, thanks for that. Now, according to FBI statistics provided to KCRA, in the Sacramento area in 2013, the FBI recovered 60 juveniles from the person who was allegedly exploiting him or her. And then as of mid-June of this year, 32 juveniles have been recovered. In the past year and a half, there have been more than 50 cases opened into alleged human trafficking in Sacramento.